We the best, no contest. My clique is the best. We the best. There ain't no one like cause you dumb or you crazy. There's no way, G. Me and my clique, we handling biz while you and your clique just act fugazi. You couldn't persuade me to give a damn, it just don't faze me. I got my Xbox, she can't play me. Money in a text box, I get paid. We the best. We the best, no contest. My clique is the best. We the best.
Morning everybody, welcome back to Brad Fab Garage. Today we're going to try and work on the rear end of this thing a little bit. I've already got the brake line stripped off of it. We pulled the shocks off of it. We're sizing the wheels and tires up on it. So we're going to try and get all this gutted off today and get all the new suspension on it. And on top of that, we have a full disc brake conversion kit for the 12 bolt. Got all that right here. So really I need to go through and put the control arms together, because as soon as I pull one off, I'll probably put one right back on. I did notice one thing on this one. The bushing has been pushed out, and it has been pushed out for a long time, so I'm sure that thing handled great. But we do have new bushings for both of the eyelets on that. I may have to drop the rear end down to get this one out, because those things can be a bear sometimes. And I'm just glad that that one's pushed itself out. So at least one of them is going to be easier. So I'm going to go ahead and dig through this box of parts and see what we have here. Okay, so for starters, those should be the uppers for the center links. Got a hardware. And these are the axle side. Get this off here. These are the axle side for the uppers. These look like these are the spanners. Up there. These are the new bushings that will go back in the eyelets on the axle. And we have a couple control arms. So if there's nothing else in that box, get rid of that. Now we are lowering the car, and a lot of times these are set up for the length for stock ride height. So what I'll probably have to do on these is same thing I did on my GTO, my Le Mans right there. GTO, Le Mans, all the same. So what I'll probably have to do, I normally would go through and grind out these welds and shorten this control arm about 1/4 of an inch, maybe to 1/2 inch, depends on how low we go with the car. And that pulls the pads back to where they need to be level right here when the car is lowered 2 more inches. Believe it or not, that's how geometry works. You take this control arm and you lay it down flatter, it gets longer, pushes the axle back further, and what that does is that puts your spring at a pretty big angle back this way. So, and you're not directly from point to point, from the spring pad here to spring pad here. So the way you fix that is you shorten the control arm. Now some kits do have an adjustable heim joint on the end or rubber bushing on the end. I couldn't find those in the price range that he wanted to spend. So we got those, and it's just as easy to shorten them, re-weld them, and you're good to go. So geometry on that kind of stuff is pretty easy. And this is nothing compared to the long travel that I do on my off-road rigs, which have about 6 foot of articulation. So this is easy. So, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and throw some of the control arms together for the uppers, and dig through the bolts and see, make sure we got all the hardware and stuff like that, and we'll get started. Alright, now on the lower control arms, I'm sorry, I keep saying lower, the uppers, we're going to go through here and just get a basic measurement from center to center, and that's what we'll adjust the upper control arms to, just to a factory setting. And then once everything is up and going, I can set my pinion angle once we lower the car down, and adjust it from there and get right back to what we need. So basically all of these, let's see here, I think my Le Mans was 7 1/4. This ought to be, I'm sorry, 11 1/4. And this one right now is at 10. Here, let's just do it that way. It's right at about 10 1/4. Okay, so I put the upper control arms together. I don't know why I keep calling them lower. And got everything ready to go. Once you put these together, the best way to line them up exactly the way you want them is just put a bolt in the bottom through here, run a bolt through the top, and get them both exactly the same. And that gives you a good baseline to start when you're setting everything up. And normally on those, when we lower the car, the pinion's going to dive down. And what we need to do to lengthen the upper control arms, and that'll bring your pinion back up. So before I changed anything with the axle hanging there, we were at -5 degrees. So I'm going to set everything at -5 degrees where it's at. When the car drops down, pinion angle come back up. And we'll see how far we have to adjust it when it's sitting on the ground with the new springs on the back. Let's take some stuff apart. Okay, I got the backing plates off of, for the brakes, and I think we're going to go ahead and do the outers first, and then we'll work our way to the inners. And if need be, we'll lower it back down to get that bushing out. So let me find my stuff, and we'll start getting these things out. All right, let's get the axle kind of situated. and get these uppers off. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this brake line off so we don't damage that. Get that right here. Oh, gonna have to get a ratchet for that one. The impact's not gonna fit up there, so let me grab that real quick. All right, get that out of the way. And then we're just gonna do these one side at a time, just like we did the lowers. And hopefully we can just pop bushings and everything out all at once. All right, one side out. Let's go compare it to the new ones and see if we are equal length. All right. Oop, throwing bolts everywhere. Now basically, take your control arm, thread a bolt in, control arm. All right, so we are equal length of stock. So that's where we want to start at. And that just gets you on a good baseline, and then you can tune your pinion angle as you go. So this one is good to go. Now we got to wrestle that axle back into place. That's always fun. Okay, all the suspension's done. We basically have got to what was that? That's something new. I don't know what that was. Anyway. The suspension's done, other than the springs. They're sitting right over there. No sense in having those in yet because we're going to start the disc brake kit here pretty quick. And then when we do brake lines and stuff like that, we'll tidy the rest of it up. So the shocks are ordered. We're waiting on those to get here. We're going to put the same Competition Engineering three-way adjustables on it that it had before. And then we'll be good to go. So we'll start the brakes next. That's definitely a problem. Or if it had just backed out. If it's stripped out, feels like it's got some threads in it. Hopefully that just backed out and didn't strip out. That is stripped out. We're gonna have to deal with that. They're all loose. It's the bad thing about a spacer. They do not like to stay. And we'll deal with that later. Gonna be ornery. See if I can roll it over. There it goes. So we got both of those out. Now we can take the axles out and start working on the brakes. There we go. Okay, now if those are out, all you gotta do is basically just pull the shafts out, set them on the ground. Now we've got this out, we are gonna replace these seals. It does need a pinion seal in it also. So it's a good time to just go ahead and go through and change all of this out. And you don't have to worry about it later. Give everything a quick inspection. Let's see what we need. Bearings feel good in there still, so we'll probably be able to get away with just some seals. And we are gonna have to dress that ring gear. He's probably doesn't want these 410. Actually, I think these were 456s back in the day. So he is going up to a 28-inch tire. If you can believe it, he had 245s. What's that, a 26-inch tire with 456 gears? And that was way too much. We always thought back in the day you got to have 456s if you want to go fast. So we're going to have to deal with that. I'm sure we'll probably go to a 373, maybe a 390, something like that. Be a whole lot happier driving it around. So it definitely is for the Camaro. So much nicer to drive. But anyway, we're gonna start doing brakes. Okay, brake time. Just not the kind of brakes you're thinking about. But we're gonna whip this kit out real quick. This is actually a really simple kit. One bracket and you're done. I mean, it's as simple as it can get. All right, so the single bracket basically bolts right to the back of the plate. You have 3 bolts on the bracket itself. Just like that, we have brakes. Need to grab an Allen wrench to tighten those up, and we're done. Well, we're done with the first step anyway. We still have to do brake lines, which that's not that big of a deal. That's just a few minute job to bend some new lines up and call it good. Put that in there, right, there we go. The kit comes with 2 different shims, just to slide the calipers in and out just a little bit on the backside. But this one seems to work just fine with no shims, and everything looks good on it. Come on. There she goes. Okay, that's it. Basically all we have to do now, get the issues fixed behind the diff cover and get the diff cover back on. Bolt the tab for the brake line from the frame to the axle, and then we will just run some hard lines. The kit does come with some rubber lines from the caliper to the axle, so we're only going to have like 18-19 inches on both sides to do with this hard line, so easy enough. What are you bringing me now?
Oh, I got piles of stuff.
Piles of stuff?
Piles of stuff.
Some little blingy looking wheels. Those.
Let my wife watch this video.
Oh yeah? Well, we don't talk about receipts around here.
We got lots.
Cash wants the light boxes.
No, I just don't want to
We
drop
got
the
all new steering, tires, wheels,
Bag of feed.
bag of feed, hay net wrap.
net wrap.
Oh, and that small little sniper.
Small little sniper box. Why are you putting net wrap inside your truck? Is that a secret I don't know about?
What's that?
Net wrap inside the truck?
No, don't blow off.
Yeah. I just throw mine away. All right, so that's all the Rock Auto stuff. There's that. That's all the steering to replace. What's that? Yeah. And another pretty center cap. I do like the wheels.
All the that's all steering stuff.
Yeah, that's all Rock Auto. What's in here? That's shocks.
Rear shocks.
Shocks and lug nuts. Okay, shocks and lug nuts. Some of that.
And the other wheels are in the back, but we gotta get tires mounted.
Okay. If you want to go do that real quick, then we can put it on the ground.
Yeah.
So, Cash, there's one over there, all solid black, Mickey Thompson, and this one right here. I'll let you get that around there. All those. They are directional, so make sure they put them the right way.
Should we just wait till we all?
Oh, we'll get them all on. But yeah, there is a left and a right, so the directionals wants to be pointed forward.
That's gotta go forward.
Yep.
Put the arcs in the back.
Yep. So have them do those. Where Brahms is on 33. It's right across the street from Brahms to the south.
Hopefully they can jump them right in.
There wasn't anybody in there when I drove by earlier. So it won't take you.
Black center cap sets them off.
Yeah, I didn't know if they'd come black or chrome. Black, they need the black for sure. So okay, yeah, load those up real quick, run up and do that, and when you get back, we'll throw the wheels on there. All right, Matt and Cash are back with the wheels and tires. So Cash is actually going to get in on the action today. So let's see what this comic relief will be. About knocked your hat off already.
When he does it, he doesn't set it this high.
Yeah. I actually was going to hang the shocks, but I decided to wait. So yeah, start all of them and the impact's down there below you.
I have some in my pocket.
Shiny.
Yeah, they look good.
It's like the fanciest thing you've ever had on. Well, I guess your center lines, the
No, I got
race
race lines.
Yeah, the race lines on the buggy. It is the shiniest thing on the buggy, though.
Yeah, they look a lot like the race lines.
Sort of, yeah. But they're definitely out of sorts on the buggy.
Just wish they hope they can stay looking like that.
Take that wheel, lift it up a little bit, and get one or two of them centered. Yep. Now go to one across it. You want to get them centered so your socket doesn't scratch up the. Now you can get it with impact right there.
I don't want to mess them up.
Right there at your feet.
You're not gonna mess them up.
They're going to be off and on the car several times anyway. Just crisscross. They don't have to be torqued. Yep, straight across. Okay, let's get the other front one on there. We don't have to torque them because, like I said, they're going to be off several times. So, We got, well, I got the shocks on the table over there already. I got them set to 60/40. We'll get the lug nuts on. You get them dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you get that off there?
Got all new parts over there for it. You want me to lower that down for you, Cash?
Those are the front ones too.
Yeah. You can at least see this way.
That black center cap makes it look good.
Yeah. Watching the Yellow Belly race.
I watched a little bit of it.
There's about 5 versions of it. This one seems to be probably the best one. I think they were part of maybe the Strange Engineering stuff, because he's right up front and everything. I'm going next year. I wanted to go this year.
Yeah.
Track looks fun.
I don't want to race there.
Why?
It's no different than any of them.
I don't like the way that
It's just narrow. It don't matter if you hit the wall, you hit the wall where what you're at.
Good. Let me show. Be good for now.
Yep. You got the right side, Cash?
Yep.
They are directional. just push it hard, you'll straighten them out. Just gotta use some muscles.
You know we're going to roll your car out, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a little slack in there.
Well, none of that stuff's tight. All the ball joint, all these tie rods are just enough on there to keep it straight, so no sense in tightening them up.
Okay, these are different, Cash.
Open-ended for the long studs.
They ain't a knife.
Control yourself.
It's not a very big knife.
It's enough to cut your finger off. But then we got all these stickers, and we could sticker up 2 or 3 trucks. I already put a handful on the air compressor.
Did you?
Yeah, didn't have nowhere else to put them. You wouldn't hoist it up there. Your dad hadn't even seen the disc brakes yet, so everything's on there, but nothing's greased up yet.
So much better. Boy, that fender well and frame look ugly now.
You won't see them with the tire in it, though. The only thing that's not on there is the emergency brake cables, and you took them all off the car. Oops.
That's not
Those fall out.
nice.
Come put it in for me. Scratched up?
One of these day your dad will buy cool axles, and you won't run center caps, so you can show them off. Oh, hold on. We need to take these off, Cash. Grab that impact. I had to have those on there to set the brakes up. Right there? Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to have those on there. There's a little bit of shimming that can be done, but we have to bleed the brakes and make sure that it's all good before we can just throw them on there.
I need it on. I need to do cash.
You might have to tuck them in a little bit and then go up.
Not with it hanging.
Yeah. Let me raise it up for you, at least you can see. Hold on a second. Let's put a little bit of anti-seize on there just to lube them up. Just put a little bit of this on just a little on the tip.
I have it all over me.
No, this is gold. It ain't near as bad.
I'm gonna have it all over the wheels.
Just touch the tip of it. That's all you need. That way we don't gold up 1/2 inch studs.
gonna be everywhere now.
What, Cash, what did you drop down there? One of the old ones? Yeah. Oh, they're just right there. That's fine. We'll save them because we'll use them on something else. Next thing, your dad's gonna be wanting a paint job or something.
I told him to do it like that.
One of them had a burr on it, so if it fights it, don't push it. No, don't run it down, and we'll clean it up with a tap or something, or the dye.
A couple of them do. Those might be wrong.
Should be right.
Well, that one's going good.
There's just like dragging wheels on and off and on and off. You kind of burn them up a little bit.
Well, I guess we'll impact it.
Just do 3 of them. Yeah. Rotate the wheel over. Hold on a second, get it centered up. So, there you go. So you're not hitting your wheel. There you go. It'll center them back up.
Nope, that's hitting the wheel.
Yeah. You got that one too tight, then you don't want to let it go. Trying to back it off?
Yeah, so it'll center up. I don't want to back off.
Alright. I'm gonna have to put it on the ground. Go ahead and zip Cash. You can go ahead and set yours up there. And
I can't get that up there.
I would try a different lug nut on that side.
If it got run down like
no,
that.
the pointed part goes inside.
Like that?
Yeah, because that's what centers it up. I keep trying to look up where the sound's
I
coming
know.
from on that.
It takes forever to get used to it.
You know, look over there and hear behind you.
Yeah. Well, it used to be bad. I had the speaker here and a speaker back over there. So when you're walking in front of you, it was always beside you and behind you. Grab that little one just so we know it's not forcing it too bad. For the Ooh, it crashed both cars. Got like a parachute wrapped up in it. There you go.
That'll be good.
There it is.
I'm gonna try one of these other lug nuts on that other one and see if it does.
You can try it and see.
Would it sound good?
Oh, it sounds rowdy.
Sound like something. All right, Cash. Back to the rear.
We're up there looking at shiny stuff. We
I
don't want to
know.
go back there. It's not shiny back there.
It's sort of shiny. Okay, now. Same thing we just did to pick it apart.
What goes where?
You didn't see how it come apart?
I was just watching.
You was just watching, pulling the trigger?
Yeah.
Let's see.
And I don't want to open this bag and everything goes. There you go. That goes this way, don't it? No, that. However it goes. I don't know. Are these for the top?
No, those are all for the bottom. Okay, you're gonna have that. That's a lock nut, so that'll go from the bottom. So it goes. You're gonna take a putty knife and scrape all that off, or just nobody can see it. Other way. There you go.
The rims are dirty.
Now you'll do a washer, a lock nut, and the big nut on the back side of it.
All 3 washers on that side?
I don't know. Maybe, probably just one of these and that. Actually, this would be for the front.
Front washer.
That should be one of those for the back, one of those for the front. So I would say this and this should be, flip that over. It's the right, it's the same size thread. There might be one a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's for the front. That should be for the rear. There you go. I'm gonna do a lock nut on it.
Do you want just a lock nut?
Yeah, yeah, you don't need that yet.
Those are gonna go on this side?
Just need this right now. So put the stud in there first. That, and then that. Now, those big channel locks I had.
Hey, we want to go ahead and put the shock on it while it twists out this way?
Nah, because you got to hold on to it here. Take this right here. And you have to hold on to it while he impacts it on there.
Does this one? No.
No.
No, you need the 3/4. The other one, I'm sorry.
The big one.
You just, it's a blue one sitting there by itself right there on the table to your left. Sitting right there by itself.
Hey, there's the big impact. So,
Ready?
Grab a hold of it right here. Here you go. Now squeeze the snot out of it.
Is it going the right way?
Yep, for it.
hold on.
It might be
Spinning on that. Okay, go ahead. Alright, grab the big one.
It might be Sabrina's friend that's going to trim the horses. Pull the socket off of it. What's your major malfunction there, sir?
Where's the big one?
Grab the big one.
I think that it's just one of the studs on was just marred up too much.
Yeah, they look good.
I wouldn't fight it because we're going to have to take them off anyway when we do brakes. All right, let it down.
What's down on this?
Yellow, the red handle.
You got the dills
Yep,
pulled?
yep, you're ready. It's got the springs in it, but no shocks on the rear yet.
Seats are ordered, I tell you that.
Yeah.
Radiator and fans might be on your front porch.
It wasn't earlier, I checked. They look alright.
Yeah. When you gonna order you a set now?
Shoot, I got 3 matching sets. Alright, so move this over, Cash. We're gonna have to push the Camaro out just so Matt can see it.
I'm dying to.
Do what?
I haven't seen it since
All right, I had to hobble out to the shop. Looks like Matt is bringing me more parts.
I like this car.
Yeah.
A lot.
You and Cash.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Ugly.
What'd you bring me now? Seats and what all?
the anniversary.
Thank you.
Is that a shifter?
You.
Yeah.
Winters. I thought you were getting an. Did you change your mind?
No. It better be the right one.
Maybe that's who's building those. In the
I haven't opened it yet, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's in it.
Sidewinder. They changed the names on it or something.
Oh, that ain't bad looking.
Look at that. Got a shiny ball on it. I guess they changed the name on from Art Car to Sidewinder.
Yeah.
That's kind of shiny.
Yeah. And if this one don't work in there, we'll take the one out of the buggy.
It's the exact same thing as the other stuff.
Put that
Big shiny one in there.
Yeah.
Cause see, you can lose this whole base. You flip it over and see what you actually have in there. You can. That gets pretty
get that.
narrow. So that'll work. You don't want to be in a video? Got some seats. I already talked to the upholstery guy for back seats, and he said bring him a front seat and you make the back seat match.
I might put that other one right in your way.
Oh no, you're good. I can hobble around. Those are the brackets. What kind of seat was in there?
Well,
What do we got?
okay, I'll get that one out in a minute.
This is more Christmas stuff, and there's your carpet.
Cool. That was that free carpet, right?
Free carpet, yeah.
It's just
It's buy 2 seats, get a roll of carpet free.
Oh, the seats are free too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything in the back of my car
It's
ought to be free.
It was sponsored. This is a sponsorship.
You get that, you know, when the special was on. Yeah.
Reclines an awful long ways.
Little.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's got recliners and everything.
And it reclines fast.
Yeah. It looked weird without the headrest on it. It looked comfortable. I wish I had a little more, of course mine are original seats, but I wish I had a little more side support on mine. Not a bad looking seat at all.
No.
And I think we can make it set lower than what that bracket showed.
Yeah, we might.
They look like a little tall.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We need to put something under the seat.
Yeah, you may need to raise it up a little bit.
Grab that other seat.
Got one more back there. These are all the brackets and the slider for the driver's seat. Pro car.
Go get them.
What are you looking for?
I'm just keep seeing boxes that cost me money.
Not new to this game, so I know how that goes.
Yeah, there's one on the hood of your car too.
Yeah. You leave that there long enough, it might stay on the Pontiac. I think those are the stand-up brackets.
These are standard brackets.
That one's open already. And then one slider. Did it come with 2 sliders?
2, I think. Oh, maybe 1.
Only need really one.
There's that bracket.
That doesn't stand it off as much as I thought it would. But the cool thing is we can mount that to the floor and then screw the seats to the bracket.
Did I leave a box?
No, it was full.
You got the box on the back of this car.
No.
That's a shifter.
I left the sliders.
Wow. Man, now you're gonna drive all the way back.
I did. I left the sliders.
What's in that box?
Which one?
That one.
That's it.
Oh, it's the glove box. That's all right. I don't need them. I don't need them by tomorrow. We got some time.
Oh, no.
Oh, right there.
Why you go through boxes?
I know. You don't ever throw a box without going through it twice. The sliders. So they look like they bolt off of the end of these rails.
I had a
right
little
here.
damage in shipping. Filled into that. It stuck out the side of the box.
Hell, it rubbed on something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah, but these actually mount.
Yeah, off the ends of them,
off the end
and you
of
can
those
adjust your height up and down and how they tilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say all you would need them for is the driver's side, because the passenger side doesn't need anything to slide. All right, guys. Well, I lost the last few hours of our working out in the shop. But as if you noticed, I've been in a brace and I've been talking about knee surgery, and that's fixing to be a thing. So I am headed to knee surgery tomorrow, I believe. Have to check with my wife. She keeps track of that for me. So I'm headed to surgery to have my knee worked on, and I'm going to be pretty much doing nothing for about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm hoping to be able to get out and do something. But I'm not betting on it, because I need to get back to work and get this thing healed up and get back after it. So, but anyway, there is going to be a little bit of a lag till we get to the next videos, but I hope you enjoy what we've got so far, and we're going to have a lot more coming your way, because I've got a pile of parts still for the Chevelle, more parts coming. I mean, I still have an Ultra Bell coming for the 400 in my Camaro that I've got to get done. So I've got a list of stuff. There's never a dull moment around here, so there's always something going on. So remember to go ahead and like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys when we're back in the shop. See ya. Bye. All right, about to get this party started. Let's get this done and get back in the shop. Mm. I can't feel nothing. Robot leg.
Looks like it. You can cover it back up. So you're not showing everybody your stuff.
Can't feel my tongue.